Hey everybody, it is 7:15. It's really early. I'm usually not even up out of bed yet by this time, but I woke up really early and I've been wanting to play with this new foundation so bad, so I figured I would just sit down and do it since I've got some time this morning. And since it's so early, I apologize. I do have to use a ring light today. I normally just film in front of natural light in front of a window. I'm still in front of a window, but there ain't no natural light quite yet. By the end of this video, hopefully I'll be able to turn the light off and show you my face in natural light, but we'll see what time I get done. So the foundation that I picked up and that I'm so excited to play with today is the Bite Beauty Changemaker foundation. Supercharged micellar foundation with pure maqui berry. I don't know what that is. It's a really long name. But I really wanted to pick this up because I watched Samantha Ravndal and Alana Davison on YouTube, and they both have been using this foundation for a while now, and they've said that it's replaced their other like holy grail foundations. So I picked it up and I'm really excited to use it. I'm just gonna put on my skincare products like I normally do. I don't use primers or anything like that, so I want to just keep it consistent. And while I do that, I'm gonna read you a little bit about the foundation. My skin feels super dry today, so I'm really excited to put all these serums on. Okay, so this foundation retails for $39.50 and you can get it on the Bite Beauty website, Sephora website, or in stores at Sephora, which is where I picked it up. It says it's a clean, high-performance foundation with gentle micellar technology to mimic skin texture for a natural, flawless finish. Buildable medium coverage in 32 long-wearing shades, and it is 1 fluid ounce of product. So that's pretty good. I felt like when I was in stores, I was able to find a shade that really worked for me, but I do have a pretty fair skin tone, so I didn't really take a look at any of the medium or deep shades. But for me, I felt like it was pretty easy to find my shade, which is nice. So we're gonna hopefully get a natural skin finish, so not too dewy, not too matte, and medium coverage out of this. So we will see what we get. This is what the bottle looks like. I love a squeezy tube for my foundation, and I love that we've got like matte and like shiny textures. I know that that doesn't even really matter, but I just think it's cute. And then my shade is L20, which I think is like the 4th lightest shade or something. Typically I would just go straight into foundation right now, but lately, like the past few weeks, I've been applying a little bit of my under eye concealer first. So I'm gonna do that today, because I feel like then I just end up using less product overall. I use less concealer and less foundation, and so I feel like it's kind of a good way to go for me. So I'm just gonna blend that out. I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer. I've been using this for a while and I really like it because I think it's pretty full coverage, but it's not like heavy. It doesn't look drying on the skin, but it also doesn't slip and slide around. So I know that Samantha Ravndal at least has a new video. No, I think they both do. I think Samantha Ravndal and Alana Davison both have a video on this foundation. The nice thing about having so many different people review a foundation is everyone has a different skin type and different skin concerns. So I know at least for Samantha, she has more dry skin, but she also has a lot of textured like acne scarring around here. And I think Alana has dry skin as well. My skin is definitely more on the oily side. It's not like crazy oily, but I do get a lot of oil along like my T-zone. So it'll be good to do like a little wear test and see how this foundation lasts on me. And I've also heard that people like to apply it a lot of different ways. So I'm actually going to open this up and I'm gonna apply it on one half of the face with my fingertips, and then see if we want to use a brush or a sponge after to like blend it out. I'm usually a brush kind of person, so I think I'll go for brush first. I like sponges, I just hate to go get them wet, if you know what I mean. I just feel like it's such a hassle. So let's use just that much right there. Wow, that blended out nice. I didn't put that much on, granted. Can you even see it? I'm gonna add a little more. Go around like my mouth. This is where I feel like my mouth and jawline is where I feel like I need the most coverage because I have discoloration there. And that's where I get like the most breakouts and stuff. Okay, now that I've added a little bit more, I think I am gonna go in with my brush. I really like this e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush. It's super big and fluffy and helps me to blend things out really fast and use way less product. But I'm actually gonna apply a little bit more along the jaw and just use my brush to blend that out. I think that looks really nice so far. Can you guys see a difference? I know it's hard with the lighting, but over here you can see a little bit of my redness a little more. Maybe let me turn this light down. Oop. Okay. Yeah, there you go. You can see a little bit more of my redness over here, and over here it just looked more evened out. My skin tone still looks great. I look, you know, very natural, not too dewy, not too dry. That looks good so far. I think I'm really gonna like using a brush with this. So I'm gonna put some on my forehead. I love this color on me. This is, again, L20. I feel like it's perfect for not washing me out, but it's still a good undertone for my skin. Wow, I think that looks so pretty. You can't even tell I'm wearing any product. Honestly, this is no foundation, and this is foundation. Again, if this is hard to see, I am gonna put in a clip once I'm all done and out in natural light so that you can really see the texture of my skin and the amount of coverage that I have. But I unfortunately could not wait for the sun. I am too impatient. Okay, I'm gonna turn the light back up just a little bit, mostly because I can't see what I'm doing. And then I'm gonna finish the other side of my face. I think I'm just gonna dot it around and use my brush. So I still haven't used that much product at all. I feel like I've used maybe like a nickel-sized amount for my whole face. This will be fun to watch because my nose has the most like visible redness right now. So hopefully we'll really be able to see the coverage. And foundations have a really hard time sticking to my nose, so we'll be able to see if it really can like grip on. Wow, what do you think? I think that looks so good. Let me get in here close. You know, that's really pretty. Okay, I'm really happy with that coverage. Let's see, it's not settling into the lines of my forehead too bad, but you can, let's see if you can see it. You can see a little bit right there. And then there's my nose and everything else. Tell me honestly that it looks like I'm wearing any product, because it really doesn't. I like it. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is just try applying a couple products that I'm really used to on top, just to kind of see how it goes. I don't want to set my whole face because I want to see how it lasts without setting it, especially on areas where I'm oily or like my forehead lines. But I am gonna set right under my eyes because that concealer will crease on me if I don't. And then I'm gonna set right on the sides of my nose and just see if that makes a difference so we can compare it to the other oilier areas of my skin. Oh, now I'm trying to decide, do we use like liquids and creams for my face products, or do we go in with powders, or do we do a little bit of both? Okay, so I've been using the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in Pinched a lot recently too. I've just been doing everything I can with my fingertips, I feel like. So I'm gonna take this in on my fingertips and see how this blends in, if it moves any of the foundation around, or if it looks really natural. So I'll usually put it on my hands at the same time and start to kind of work it around. That way I know that I'm being symmetrical on both sides. And then once it's on there, I'll go in and really focus blending each side out individually. And I'll just smacking my face over here for a while. That looks so pretty. I bought a shade of this. I think it's called Bubbly. That's really, really like bubblegum pink. It's not very cute, but if I mix it with Pinched, it's like the perfect kind of in between like peachy and mauve color for me, because this one on its own is sometimes just a little bit too warm because I am so fair, but it's okay, it still looks really good. Okay, I'm just taking another little close look. The only place I feel like I can see a tiny bit of product maybe is like in between my brows and my forehead lines, but literally everywhere else it looks like I have nothing on my skin. So we will see how long that lasts throughout the day. I think I am going to do a wear test and come back later. That way you can really get a good look at how it wears, because I feel like a lot of foundations can look really good right from the start. Like most things that I put on my face these days don't look terrible right when I put them on. It's how they wear it after 5 to 8 to 12 hours that really makes a difference. So we're gonna test that out and see. Okay, and then I think since we did a cream or a liquid blush, I think we'll do a powder highlight. I'm gonna use the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in Sunlight. I've been using this again recently and I don't know why, I just have been really liking it again. I think it's just like the undertone or something. I don't know what it is, it's so pretty. And I'm using my big Morphe R7, which I love, but sheds all over the place. And since I haven't been setting my foundation recently, it's actually super annoying because they stick on my face. It's so ridiculous. But I feel like with a lot of bronzers, I can kind of go overboard really easily. And this one, since the color is a little bit more suited for my fair skin, it looks more natural and it doesn't allow me to like over apply, you know, as bad. So, but this is looking really good too. I mean, I'm not having any issues. Everything's good. I feel like everything just looks really blown out because of the light, but hopefully you can see I did apply a lot like on my forehead, but it still is very natural and everything blended great. And for some reason, I'm just feeling like adding a little bit more blush. So I'm gonna use Kathleen Light's ColourPop blush in I Need Space. It's a little bit more of a mauve-y color. I'm just gonna use a dab of that because it's very pigmented. I feel like a lot of people's New Year's resolutions is to like stop buying makeup or like clothes or just things, just stop buying things. But I don't know, I was thinking about it, and not that I feel like I need to buy a ton of makeup because I already have a lot, but I feel like makeup is the one thing that I'm like, I feel like I collect makeup, and so I don't think it's necessarily a terrible thing to like want to buy more. But maybe that's just me, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think it's just ridiculous and a waste of money and product to buy a ton of makeup, or do you think it's good to have something that you collect that can always make you like excited? I don't know. Okay, and then for a little bit of highlighter, I'm gonna dip into the Hourglass. This is so dirty. This Hourglass Ambient Lighting Ghost palette, and use this shade right here in the corner. And you can buy these separately. So this powder highlight right here that I've been using a ton and absolutely love is the Strobe Powder in Iridescent Strobe Light, just in case you are curious. And it's crazy because it looks really pink, but it's honestly not pink at all. It's just a really nice, kind of frosty, but still really natural color for fair skin tones. So I'm just going to apply this all over. As far as powders go, like all of Hourglass's powders are so beautiful and so worth your investment from the ones that I've tried, which is just these 6, honestly. But like, I use this palette every day, all the time, for so many things, and I love it. Especially the bronzer, and then this highlighter, this finishing powder, and this blush. I use so much, it's ridiculous. But this is not an Hourglass review, so I am going to stop talking now. As I'm looking in the monitor, I just feel like my blush is going down like a little bit too low. So I'm just gonna take my foundation brush and gently buff it up a little bit and just see if we can blend that a little bit better. Just right here, I feel like I get it dipping down too far and then it looks really fake. Okay, cute. Okay, I love this so much. I'm gonna show you my skin up close with the light, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my makeup off camera. And then I think by the time I'm done, it should be light enough to show you my face. So I'll come back and keep talking in natural light. So that'll be really good. But here is my skin up close. So you can see I still have like a little bit of redness peeking through along my jaw, but it's not bad at all. For how my nose normally looks, the texture on my nose looks really good. Normally you can like see my pores really bad because the foundation or concealer will settle in them. And same with my forehead lines, which my forehead lines don't look bad either. I'm very impressed. So again, I'm really impressed so far, but a wear test is really what's gonna tell us what is up. So let me finish my makeup, show you again one more time in natural daylight, and then be on with our day, and I'll let you know how everything goes. Okay, my makeup's all done. I still have the light on a little bit, but I turned it down a lot because now it's a little bit brighter out, so you can still get a good look at what my makeup looks like naturally. For anyone that's curious on my eyes, I used the Bare Necessities palette from ColourPop, and then I used an eyeshadow powder to fill in my brows, and my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. And then on the lips, I just have the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in BFF with the Tarte lip oil on top in Fresh Pressed. That's my full makeup. and the foundation still looks great. Nothing has moved around. What I always like to check with my foundation is creasing in my smile lines, breaking apart on the tip of my nose and in the inner cheeks right here, and then settling into my smile lines as well. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, along with if it just like wears off at all on like my cheeks or anywhere else. So this is how everything is looking. It's still super great. I'm still very, very happy with it. Okay, you can see my forehead lines a little bit, but there's no product like really settling in there. And then if you look at my nose, nothing is sitting like in my pores funny. You can't really like see the product too well. And I still love like the finish and the coverage of it because it looks so skin-like. Like the finish makes it look like I have no product on. Plus, since you can see a little bit of redness still through on my skin, like on my jawline over here. I don't know if you can see, I've got a little redness peeking through. I feel like that makes it look even more natural, like I don't have anything on. I'm pretty happy with it so far, and I will keep posted. Sorry. And I will keep you posted throughout the day on how everything wears. So that's that. Okay, quick little update in natural light. This has been on my face for 4 hours. It's like 12:30, or no, it's like 12 o'clock right now. It's looking pretty good. There's some areas, like those problem areas I was talking about before, that do have a little bit of concerns, like my smile lines, if you can see, like right there. Not so much this side, but this side for sure. It's settling a little bit. And then my forehead's actually not settling too bad. And my nose, it's kind of rubbed off a tiny bit, but not too bad either, but a little bit. So these are issues that I have with a lot of different foundations, and nothing that I'm like super worried about. I still think that the finish looks really nice. I don't look super greasy or oily or anything. And the coverage is still there for the most part too. It's like kind of worn off maybe a little bit, but I've also been laying in bed. That's where we're at, and it's about the 12-hour mark. I still really like it, but I'm trying to kind of wait until I make my final decision until the end of the night. So this is 4 hours in, and we'll be back later to check it out more. Did I already say this was natural light? If not, this is in natural light finally. There's no ring light or anything on my face other than the sun. I'll be back to check in like 4 more hours or something. Hey guys, I'm back. It is, let's see, do I have to show you the time? 4:30. It's 4:30, so this has been on since like, what was that, like 7:30? How long is that? But wait, is that 8 hours? I think it is. Yay! And I'm really sorry about the background right now. We just found out some great news. I'm just gonna say it, yeah. We're moving. We found a new apartment we're gonna rent, and so I'm starting to pack up right now because we are moving in about a week. So it's kind of a disaster back there, but I'm really excited to get out of this apartment finally. Anyways, back to the foundation. It looks really good. Let me get in close with my mirror because I've been packing and haven't really been thinking about it. It is a little bit more shiny now that it's been on for so long, but not in like a gross, like greasy kind of way. So I think that looks really good. My nose honestly still looks great, and it hasn't settled anywhere around like this area in my pores either. The smile line that was kind of breaking up looks about the same. And so did my forehead lines, honestly. And I don't really feel like it's broken up anywhere else or like faded off anymore. I think it looks really good. And all my other products like blush and bronzer I feel like have held up too. I don't know, this is where we're at. I do get product settling like in those little cracks right there, but that always happens no matter what. I don't think it's because of a formula. I think it's just because my skin right there. I don't know, but I feel like it looks really good still. It still doesn't look makeup-y at all, but you can still see the coverage on my face, if that makes sense. So I'm really happy about this. Actually, since I've been packing up, I've kind of put all my makeup storage away into one bag, and the only foundation I'm leaving out is this one because I love it so much. I'm really excited. So yeah, hopefully I gave you enough information on this foundation so you can see if it's something that you're interested in or not. I think it's really great if you love a medium coverage with like really natural finish, not too dewy, not too dry, then I think that you would really like it. That has been it. Thank you so much for watching, and I think in my next video I'll talk more about where we're moving to. I think we're gonna make a video too showing you this whole apartment once we get it cleaned out, and just kind of talking about some of the crazy experiences we've had here because it's just the weirdest place ever. And then I'm excited to show you guys our new place we're gonna move into. It's so pretty. I'm really excited. So yes, it's been a good day, but I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.